baby girls, muscly fists. Good morning to everybody. I am leaving my humble abode with Honey Mommy, and I have a doctor's appointment this morning. So I have quite the journey ahead of me as far as my drive. Probably going to be late to work as a result of it, but that's okay. That's life. Sound at night, the scream, the busting glass. So that's what I'm doing. Hope your guys' morning's doing well for you. Hope life is treating you well. Oh, where can my baby be? It was pretty good. Pretty good, Cheryl. Thank you for asking. Pretty good. The hotel room was really nice. It was a really nice hotel room. Big loft ceilings. Oh, may the 4th be with you as well. May the 4th be with you as well. Yeah, but there was a couple of, there's a water park inside of this particular place. And it was more geared toward children, understandably. But there was a couple of rides that were pretty intense, not bad, that were fun. And as far as the hotel room was big, like I said, vaulted ceilings, you know, had like a little cubby breakaway for the like a living area, like a living room section. There was like a pull-out bed. It was nice. On top of the other beds that were there, it was good. Nice hotel room. Nice one I've been to in a while. And I was just at one in New York. Yeah, it mixed things up. Well, happy belated birthday. Happy belated birthday. Is the phone shaking like crazy? So last night, we started painting the office. Went out to Home Depot. Picked up some paint. I'm trying to remember what it's called. It's like a burgundy, but there's a name of it. It's called like Raspberry Dream or something like that. I was trying to make one of the thumbnails, the picture, but YouTube app kept crashing when I was trying to customize the thumbnail. But it's like a burgundy-esque satin finish because I don't want it to be really glossy. It's still a little glossier than I would like, but it's also fresh paint. Once it settles in, maybe it'll be a little different. I want it to be a little duller, a little more flat, a little more like primer, but it works. Makes the room look bigger. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. I'm going to do white trim probably in the room. At first I was thinking it needs to be black trim for it to look right. And I still think black trim may look better. But I can kind of see the white trim like making things pop. I did. Did you send it on Twitter? I'll take a look. Yeah, what happens on Twitter, I was getting blown up with so many notifications. Not from you, but just in general, just Twitter notifications. Just turn them all off. So I have to periodically go into the app itself. But I will. I will most certainly do that. Now she's gone, even though I hold her tight. I hate going to work late. I hate it. I'm not a fan of it. You know what I mean? It's just annoying to me being late for my shifts. And there's a train. I mean, I'm not going to get in trouble or anything. It just bothers me that I have to be late. But as a result, maybe the day will go by quicker. You know? The barrier is down. And I see a train and everything. So yeah. But, yeah. I'm just not a fan of it. This next appointment, I'm going to ask him I need as early as possible. Oh, that's a bicycle mailbox. I never noticed that before. What's up, Steve R? That's a good word, man. I'm going to try to do my mustache with a glue stick and see how I feel about that. See if it gets any better. I am a wild dude. Be careful, Steve. Be very careful. Yeah, Charlotte, that could happen. Hope everything is well. Mine's more of like a follow-up, repeat situation. Hope everything is well with you. Whew. My bosses know my boss. That's right, Steve. I do not recommend smoking. It's not good for you. It's a nasty habit. But anyways, in the office, we got everything out of there. We're going to paint first because the carpet that's in there we're tearing out. So we don't care if we get paint on it. Took out the trim around the window. And there's no caulking or anything. It's just literally insulation, but it's like you could feel the wind coming through it. They didn't do a very good job. So we're going to try and see if we can use some maybe spray foam to kind of fill it in, to make sure it's nice and secure. Part of me wants to leave the other insulation in there and kind of fill it in. Tell you in a restaurant, sadly I have several. One time we were kids, very young, 17, 18, we were at a movie theater. The movie we were watching we didn't really care for. In retrospect, looking back at it, I thought the movie was fantastic, but at the time I thought it was stupid. So I went to the bathroom, and this is really dumb punk kid shit. And I tore off the toilet seat cover machine thing behind the toilet. And I was throwing them everywhere, and then I was running back, and I ran back to the theater. My friend had the fire extinguisher, and he was spraying it in the theater, and all the hallways filled up with smoke, from the fire extinguisher, and the whole place just cleared out. So of course, we're young and stupid, we sprint, and instead of just walking out with everybody else, we take off, make it really obvious. And then one of the cops there stopped two of my friends. We kept going, and there was two other cops out front. They stopped us, and there was like 9 of us. And they brought us back inside and asked what we did. We said we didn't do anything, blah, blah, blah. Then they had to get the management trying to find the cameras and watched us and ended up getting arrested. But at the time, because I wasn't 18, I think I was 17, they let my parents come and get us, but they arrested us for it. Some of the other stuff was a little darker. We got pulled over leaving the gym, and we were doing something we shouldn't have been doing while we were driving. My friend had to eat something, and when they were searching my vehicle, they found some paraphernalia that I shouldn't have had, and I got arrested for it. Not typical paraphernalia. Something, it happens, man. But they thought the paraphernalia was used for something else, and it technically was, but I didn't tell them. But anyways, that's life. So what brings you to the channel, Steve? Did you come across it and you recommended or something? How'd you come across this channel, man? What prompted you to stop by? I appreciate it. I love when new faces come by. We stream here, we do games, do everything. On most mornings during my commute, I'll do a stream like this. And then we'll get some other stuff done. Right now I'm in the middle of a transition as far as moving goes. So I am not uploading as much content consistently right now because of that. But that'll change as we settle in. As we settle in, we get a little better. Smoking rock and shooting the shit. You gotta hit that rock, man. I've always been a fan of soft better, but you know, been a long time. I have no interest in either. But we used to break down rock all the time. We couldn't get any soft. Some lemon juice or some vinegar, liquefy it and bang it. It's nasty, man. Burns. Anyways, but that was a long time ago. That was an old life. Old life. Back when I used to get in a lot more shenanigans. Now, minimal shenanigans. Mostly lighthearted shenanigans. What's a nice truck? I wonder if that was for sale.
It's getting dark when life goes to tired eyes.
Trumper? Like a fan of Donald Trump? No, I'm not. Not a fan of him. That said, when he was our president, I mean, I want all of our presidents to be successful, whether I voted for them or not. So, you know, I wanted him to be successful as our president, but I didn't personally vote for him, no. My politics kind of all over the place. I've done left-leaning politics as far as people letting people live their lives and everything else. I don't think, but on the other side of that, I don't think the government should be able to step in and tell people what they should be doing. But I think people, it's funny, a lot of far right-leaning people believe in smaller government, yet they want to control what a woman does with their body. They want all these weird rules that apply to people. It's like, if you truly wanted small government, you truly wanted the states to govern themselves, you wouldn't impose these types of federal regulations, especially on drugs and marijuana, which I don't even smoke. Oh, you're fine, Charlotte. They're doing okay. The dog's acting a little weird. The dog is acting very sluggish, which is very unlike the dog. So when Christina gets back from her appointments this morning, she's going to see what's going on with Chloe. The dog's having a rough go. How much is this car? Can't read that shit. There's a car for sale. Big, beautiful, old car from the 70s. A little piece of paper on the window. It's like handwritten in pencil. You can't read that shit from the side of the road. They make it pop. I don't know. Find an old car again. Old boat car. Kind of fun. Sorry, eating a Cliff Bar. Well, it was $18. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Where is up? We're hanging in there though. The little ones are doing well. Very excited about the future, man. I really think we can do something really cool with this channel. I really do. I feel like my initial plans for the channel are going to make it all over the place, kind of be a little crazy, but that's okay. I don't mind that. So we'll see how it goes. I got to remember to ask the doctor's office to bill my insurance and have the earliest possible appointment next week. So Steve, how'd you come across this channel, man? I didn't see your answer. Was it in your recommended, or did you already subscribe a while back? I'm just curious how people are getting access to your channel. Almost done. Okay. What kind of car is that? That's ugly. How's everyone's morning going? That's what I'm curious about. Ah! My bar and grip. Feet on the ground. So don't get yourself on. To bury the castle. The castle. Don't get yourself on. I'm the one taking it down. Bury the castle. Bury the castle. Roll, oh, my part.
Hold it in your hand. You can't feel it with your heart. And I won't believe it, but if it's true, you can see it with your eyes. Oh, even in the dark. And that's where I want to be. I can't reach you so far. We'll take it deeper. To bury the castle.
Go get yourself on, and I won't take it down. To bury the castle, bury the castle. By the way, if there is anybody here posting in chat, I'm not seeing it, so it could be related to me missing it or YouTube is screwing up. So if you're posting stuff and I'm not responding, apologies, I don't see anything. So we're gonna have a little sing-along. Why not?
If I'm a bad person, you don't like me. Well, I guess I'll make my own way. It's the circle, I mean cycle. I can't excite you anymore. Where's your gavel, your jury? What's my offense this time? You're not judged, but if you're gonna judge me, I'll sentence me to another life. Don't release that sound, I wanna feel your pain. We're so much on my fault, but you know what to say. What to say.
We're not the same.
Yeah, but nothing's not together.
Everyone I think is blood.
Gotta get She can't accept that the change is good. It's good. It's good.
Will you treat me just like another stranger?
It's nice to meet you, so I guess I'll go. I guess be on my way out.
Just like
It's nice to meet you, so I guess I'll go.
let's be on our way out.
Ignorance is your new best friend. Ignorance is your new best friend. And this is the best thing you could
Hello, honey, mommy. You on your way back? How was it? Any new revelations? You don't have to go into the personal details, but you find anything out? Or is it more like, all right, we'll talk to you later? Yeah? I hope so. Nothing yet. So when do we supposedly find out?
You treat me just like another stranger. It's nice to meet you. I guess I'll go. I best be on my way out.
And you got the blood work and everything. Go get something to eat, something to drink. You'll feel better. Take your meds. And if you're stopping back by the house, please take your vitamin.
Ignorance is your new best friend. Ignorance is your new best friend.
So, are you going get something to eat and get muffin stuff and now, or are you going to grab her later this afternoon? Because then you get out earlier than you thought. Fill me in. Later, okay.
On my way out.
I was looking at the office again, some of the pictures. It's looking good, honey. It's looking good. I'm still trying to visualize the trim, and I think that will look nice too. I think white or black will match well. Because I have my heart set on black, I'm not going to lie, but I thought about it. But I think white will look good too. There was a part of me that almost wanted to do black window trim and white trim around the room, but I don't know if that'll work.
Just got a body like an hourglass, just think like a clock. It's a matter of time before we all run out.
Because we got that small bottle of like that blackish paint, but that's not gonna be enough.
It was the only one for me.
What color was that paint? That's okay. I'm trying to think of, I was talking about the trim, and I thought about it in my head for some reason. I can visualize the black, but I couldn't visualize the white, and I think the light would look cool around the room. But I was thinking, what about black window trim and white trim around the room, or would that look too weird, you think? What are you thinking about that? I don't know why, but it came in my head.
Just like you.
Well, I know it's a burgundy. I just didn't remember the actual color. It was like something dreams, or you have to see it. Yeah, I can't remember. But anyways, the white will look good too. I was just thinking about it. Rumor. That's right. Something rumor. That's right. I remember now.
I watched these wildest dreams come true. One of them involved
Road construction. Let's see what we got. This guy's waving me on. I'm gonna give him the hand sign. Appreciate you. I'm gonna veer over this way. Well, I'm loving you, then I'm loving you. So that's how life goes. Yeah, I'm excited. You know, I don't like starting late to work, but when I get there, the day will go by quicker. My plan was to get the appointment way early. I'm going to end up getting there a little earlier than I was scheduled, but not too early. But that's okay. It is what it is. I told my bosses, they all know about it. Why say that? Why do you say the week will fly by? Fill me in. And that is curious. Oh, well, just do this. I'll tell you this. I've trained a lot of people. And in my experience with it, it's important they understand policy and procedure. Oh, that's true. It is Tuesday. That's right. That's right. Normally you're Monday through Friday. That is true. It will fly by then. Next thing you know, it's going to be Wednesday. Like, whoa, week's halfway over. Today's my Monday, but it'll still go by quick for me because of my late start. And I'm not telling you something you don't know, but I know when I train somebody, I train them on policy and procedure, the way it's supposed to be done, and then I level with them, especially if they're going to be like an equal. I try to explain, like, all right, here's really what happens now. Here's how you're supposed to do it, but here's what's really going to happen. You know, let them know that, hey, this is going to be overwhelming at first. No stress. Don't beat yourself up. We're all here with questions. Even those that have been here for a while still ask questions. You know, just make them comfortable. You know that. Don't scare them away too quick. I wonder who was working with him yesterday. I remember it was Cindy Bang Bang. Cindy Bang Bang can be a bit intense, is what the kids say. I don't know if I'm or overwhelming encompasses it all. Oh, if the word overwhelming encompasses it all? Yeah, I know what you mean. Sometimes that doesn't even explain the role. Well, just like when I was training those new supervisors and I was explaining to them, like, there's so much to this role. You're going to act as a therapist. You're going to be an administrative person. You're a coach. You're all of the above. You have to wear many hats to be successful at this job. So the main things that you want to focus on, and I kind of explain, like, what are the things, there's a million things you have to do, but what are the things that you're actually measured against, where they can look at the numbers and see if you did your job. Those are, for me, what I tell people is, all right, so here are the things where they can just glance at the numbers, and if you're hitting these numbers, it appears as though you're doing your job. If you don't hit even if you do everything else perfect, if you don't hit these few things, then it's going to be looked as if you may not be doing your job. So focus on the things that, at a glance, when they can look at the sheet of paper, okay, these are done, they're doing their job. And then obviously there's other parts of the role, but what can be verified? What can they be directly measured against? To me, those are the priority deliverables, the things you have to do that are most important. At least that's how I approach it. I think it makes life a little bit easier when people understand what they're dealing with, especially when it comes to their job performance. Like in my job, we have a handful of deliverables, reviewing of calls, and our coaching, making sure we're coaching everybody. Those are the big ones. If you get those done on paper, when they look, okay, they're doing their job. You know what I mean? Yeah, this morning, oh yeah, that's right. Christina, May the 4th be with you. It's May 4th, Star Wars Day. Yeah, same thing. I figured as much. There are things I'm edging against. I know, it's a good jam. Did they? Okay. But I'm really excited about the office space. It's really starting to come together. I think it was a good idea getting the paint right away, because now it feels more like we're moving and grooving, and it kind of brings the room together a bit more. The carpet should be easy. What I was thinking about, Honey Mommy, so tell me what you think about this. What if we leave? Yeah, we'll get one. Yes, we took some before pictures, Charlotte, and then I'm gonna post mine on Instagram, and then I'll link it to Facebook. But yeah, I'll post mine on Instagram. And there's some video stuff, depending on what happens. I may post some videos, but we'll see how it goes. As far as, oh yeah, do your thing, Charlotte. But Christina, what I was thinking, tell me what you think about this. Or I think it's a bad idea. So, the insulation that's in there, what if we leave the insulation in and then use the spray foam to surround it and fill in everything else? So leave the insulation in there and then spray foam all around it, pack it all in with the spray foam, but also leave the insulation in there, not just spray foam it. Was that what you were thinking as well, or were you thinking about nothing but spray foam? I don't know what your head was. In my head, I feel like we should leave the insulation in there and then spray foam, basically kind of pack it in there. What's up, K-Man? You know what I'm saying? Kind of pack it in and make sure that it's nice and snug. You know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking. Leave it in? Okay. All right, good. That's what I was thinking as well. And I know there's different types. I know there's some that is more dense. But, you know, how are we supposed to know that's what was going to happen? So we foam it, and then we'll caulk around the seams. So we'll fill it in with foam, make sure it's kind of flattened out a little bit, and then where the foam meets the wood, and those seams, then we can use some caulk, spread it real thin around there, just to kind of seal the transition between the foam and the wood. I don't see any, as long as it's not causing a problem, I don't think going a little extra in those areas is a bad thing. You know what I mean? A little bit of extra there. Yeah. I agree. Well, we can still do that. Yeah, that's crazy. Well, we learn. Now we know. And it makes sense because we felt those breezes. And what's interesting about that is over even more time, eventually that wood may have, obviously the trim wood is treated, but I'm very curious if that wood would have started rotting away. You know what I mean? With, or gotten mold and stuff like that in there because more moisture would be able to get in. Honestly, even if we were doing nothing with the office, it's a good idea that we found it. That we found what was going on. You know what I mean? That we saw that. So it's a blessing, either way you slice it. Yeah, the home itself is, I believe it's a Century home. Oh, we're gonna do it, honey mommy. We're definitely gonna play it. We're definitely gonna play it. I am stoked. Yeah, I can't wait to get the office set up. We can settle in. Oh, we will. I may replay some of the older ones again, just so we can play them together on stream or in a video. We don't have to do it on stream or in a video. I just like to. You can obviously play it on your own time as well. But I'm going to share you with everybody else. I feel like I'm selfish. No, but I'm going to order probably one more, maybe two max. That's the idea, Shaw. We're going to run through some of those classic games because she's not much of a gamer anymore, obviously. But she played the same stuff we all played growing up. One thing I do want to do, because I never played all the way through them, is play the Silent Hill games with her too. Christine, I want to play the Silent Hill games with you too, because I've never played them all the way through. Oh, Resident Evil 0? Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah. Resident Evil games? Yeah, I played the remakes. I don't have much of a memory of the original 2 and original 3, but I do remember and have played the remakes of those. Yeah, I never finished games. I'm infamous for not finishing games. There's a couple games I'm gonna be. Yeah, there are some games that I did want to finish. But anyways, there's some vintage games and stuff that we played in our youth that I would like to run through, like the Silent Hill games. Play those again. Have some fun with those. That would be good. Yeah, I never finished those games ever. I started them, then I stopped. Yeah, I want to get through some of those. So have I finished a game that you haven't? If you beat the Silent Hill games, then yes. Yeah, I'm notorious for not finishing games. I'm bad for finishing games. Especially if it pisses me off, like Silent Hill 4 The Room. I really enjoyed that game. However, that section where I had to fight that stupid floating guy. Yeah, I played through most of the Resident Evil games. It's not Silent Hill. Yeah, it's not Silent Hill. When I was growing up, I was very aware of Silent Hill, but we never played it. We were a Resident Evil house. Resident Evil exclusively. Like Metal Gear Solid, stuff like that. But as far as Silent Hill games, nope. I have all the Silent Hills. I already know Silent Hill Downpour and some of the jankier ones. Yeah, I play a lot. Definitely play Resident Evil. And I wanted to play, there's a couple of Resident Evils I still haven't played yet, like Resident Evil Survivor, some of those more like niche ones. You mentioned the Game Boy one, I may try that. Run it through an emulator. Still though, that'd be a lot of fun. Well, that's how games used to be, you know what I mean? You play kind of as a family. You know, when me and Josh would play, it wasn't like he was playing and I was watching, even though that's what was happening, but it was like a group effort, you know? We were invested together. One I did not play all the way through yet myself. I beat it once with Josh, my older brother, a long time ago. Resident Evil Code Veronica. I bought it, started to play it, and then I stopped. So that's another one we got to play through. Definitely got to do that. Yeah, it's weird. As a child, you know, everyone kind of had their role. As far as you do this, you do that. I remember one time, I think we had the Game Shark in Resident Evil, and it gave us all the items. I want to say it was Resident Evil 2, maybe? Maybe it was Resident Evil 1. No, because I played Resident Evil 1. It wasn't that. One of the Resident Evils, maybe it was 2. We had like a melt of painting and stuff like that to find this thing. Well, it gave us all the items ahead of time. That was part of the cheat, is that you got all the items early in your inventory. And we screwed everything up majorly because we were just putting stuff where it was supposed to go, but we didn't do it in the right order. So we're like melting paintings and moving things around that we weren't supposed to have access to yet. It was all over the place. Yep. I forget which Resident Evil we did that on. It feels like it would be 1, but some of the stuff that happened, I don't remember because we just played through 1 in the last couple of years on the stream. 1 was scary, man. Especially those stupid fucking werewolves. Those werewolf zombies. I hated those things, but they scared the crap out of me. So aggressive. So you walk around with, leave me alone! Construction on the highway, man. But when I left this morning, we may run through it again. I may run through it with her again. Because I wouldn't mind, man. Resident Evil was so good. So good. I see, I have no memory of playing the original Nemesis. Oh yeah, Resident Evil The Village, Resident Evil 8. 100%, it comes out in 3 days. I gotta buy it. I can order it online. Or buy the disc. PS4, not PS5. Maybe I'll get a PS5 for Christmas or something. I wanted the disc version. I really wanted the disc version, but you know, it's an extra $100 for that stupid Blu-ray drive. That would be nice. But if I get that, I probably want to keep it in the living room, not my office. I don't know. Because we don't have a Blu-ray player or anything in the living room. Well, maybe my PS4 can go in there. I don't know. I don't know. Clog boogers. Yeah, I forget. I forget what I called the dogs. Oh, Christina most certainly keeps me in check. There's no doubt about it. But I'm very excited about what the future holds. What kind of stuff is going to happen, how it's going to unfold. I just want to get settled in at the house. I just want to get settled in at the house. Yeah, I think that for me and Christina, she means so much to me. I'm very, very, very lucky to have her. And the life that we make together is going to be fantastic. Very excited. Very excited once we're settled in too. I can be there. Forget about this commute. Oh, Christine, I got to make a note. I have to contact the cable company in your area, and I want to see what kind of packages they have and the pricing. Maybe we can make a note of that or something. I can call them and say, hey, what do you got? Because the location where we're living, we should really get the best of the best. because literally the fiber optics run right through the fucking yard. You know what I mean? So if anybody, we gotta have the best type of connections or the best connection access. I'm curious about gigabit internet. Ooh, that'd be cool. If they do, I'm gonna pay for that. But as far as the soundproofing, I might buy 1 or 2 this pay period, and then the next one buy 1 or 2, because it's only like $30. And just like once a pay period, I'll grab another set, because we probably need 7 to fit that entire wall. We can kind of start on that too. Once we get the wall painted. Not everywhere does, Charlotte. And in our country too, a lot of companies offer different packages of speed. So if you don't want to pay as much, they'll give you a lower speed. I'm not worried about that. Christina and them, you know, they haven't had to have the fast, they have good internet, they have very strong internet, but they don't need top of the line packaging. Because it's not necessary for them. You know what I mean? There's no reason to spend a shit ton of money on something. Well, I don't know about that, Christina. Let's say we're both lucky. But, so Christina, just an FYI, if you can remind me, and if not, I'll try to put a reminder on my phone so I can contact that cable company. If you remember. It's not on you. I will eventually remember again because I need it for work. And then we'll get that started. Yeah, for next week. Yes, Christina, absolutely. That's very sweet, Sean. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're very happy. Very happy, very lucky. She is my everything. Always will be. Always was. Always was. Can we pass this guy up? Oh, I can't. Damn it. I want to try an Elmer's glue stick. With my mustache. See how that works. Because I've heard for legit mustache aficionados that Elmer's glue stick is the best way to keep it tight. And I'm about to put on a mask and it's going to ruin my mustache. I'm going to have to redo it when I get to the apartment, or tighten it up at least. I'm getting close to the appointment now. But we'll see how it goes. Anyways, yeah, I'm curious because they're not a huge company, the cable company, I'm not sure if they'll have gigabit internet, but the fact that the fiber optics run through that area, literally in the backyard, I wonder if we'll have access to gigabit internet. For those who are not aware, gigabit internet, most internet speeds, especially in the United States, are measured in megabits. So megabits per second, not megabytes. Megabits per second. 100 megabits per second or above download speed's a pretty good connection. Not amazing, but it's good. Gigabit internet's 1,000 megabits per second. In the morning, well, I guess it would depend how we do it. So next Monday, I guess we have to find out if we can get the car back. Maybe Sunday night. Maybe we could drop the car off Sunday night and then pick it up Monday evening, hopefully. Crossing fingers. Maybe he can work something out like that. What do you think? Because I'll need it on Tuesday. I know he said the work itself will be quick, but as far as getting unless, let's say he says he can't do that because of time, ask I'm gonna ask him like, hey, what if I buy the knock sensor ahead of time? Can he just put it in? You know what I mean? So if it's a problem, if it takes a couple days to ship or whatever for him, he doesn't have it, can't do it same day, I can order it this week. So we have the knock sensor, and then when we drop the car off, we'll have the knock sensor there, and he can do the work same day potentially. This way I can have it for Tuesday. What do you think about that? Thoughts, my love? Look at us talking about real life things. This is crazy. Alright, I'm almost to my exit. P-Town. P-Town. It's not bad. The route to get here, Christina, to get to my appointment, you're fine. I think the stream for you is a bit delayed. But that's okay. Okay, no biggie. No rush. But my appointment in the city that I have to go to, I think I know I already told you, but I don't know if you remember. It says an hour. You're fine, Charlotte. You post whatever you want, whenever you want. As soon as I see it, I'll respond. But as far as the appointment, it was only an hour, roughly away, which was interesting. Well, there was two routes, taking the 5-1 or the 2-4 was a difference of 2 minutes. So I took the 2-4 because I like that route. Oh, okay. I didn't know he would do that. I mean, if he's willing to do that, then yeah, it'd be fantastic. I mean, we could drop the car technically whenever. I'll just need it the next day. So I don't know if we can maybe do a weekend thing and drop it Saturday night and then grab that. I don't know. Or a Sunday night. I don't know what days he's going to do work, but I'll need it. Maybe we can grab it Monday evening when you're out of work. Alright, made it to my exit. I got to remember to tell them to bill my insurance. Or ask if they have. Yeah, I got to remind them. There's no way they have them. Because normally I get a little notice. At one point when I was doing this, I had to bill my insurance, and I was getting checks every month after my appointment. So it was like $30, but it was money coming back to me so I could be reimbursed. That's why I want to pay the deductible down, because I could potentially start getting monies back. Oh yeah, in the UK you got universal health care. Oh yeah, no, I understand that. I remember I was talking to an old smaller YouTuber who doesn't really post content anymore, but he was a super cool guy. His name was the Cardboard Kraken. He's got some cool videos. I mean, his channel's still up. You guys should check it out. Cardboard Kraken. But I remember we were talking years ago about health insurance, and he's in Canada, and he goes, "That's so weird to me." And I'm like, I know. Hey, Charlotte, let me ask you a question. I'm not expecting you to know all these details off the top of your head. What percentage of your paychecks are taken? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what percentage of your paychecks are taken out? Like in the United States, you know, outside of like Social Security, Medicare, stuff like that, like for federal, is it like, for us in the U.S., it's ranging from like 12 to 15%, somewhere in that range for federal taxes. And then if you add in like Medicaid, Medicare, Social Security, all that stuff, 20%? Wow, that's not bad. Is that, aside from like 401k and stuff like that, is that all that's taken out? Is that the absolute, like if all the money that's pulled from your government, all of it, that's government pulled, taxes, whatever, what's the total percentage you would have to estimate? total amount. Because again, federal is like 12 to 15%, but there's Social Security, Medicare, everything on top of that. So I'm curious to get universal health care and all that kind of stuff, what percentage you're getting. Total, if you had to guess. Okay, that's everything, huh? Interesting. I'm just always curious. I know a lot of people say that it's not possible. These other countries are spending 40, 50% of their income. Okay, 20% is not bad to get all that. 20%'s not small by any stretch. That's not bad. Better than I thought. I thought it was much higher than that. Well, there goes the ignorance part. You know what I mean? I didn't know. I assumed it was more. Good to know. I just get curious about stuff like that. I can't help it. I'm driving behind a beautiful Cadillac Hearse. I mean, he looks like a brand new Caddy too. I've never seen a hearse look so fine. It looked real good. Also, what's your smallest currency and what's the name of your biggest currency? Like in the US, our smallest bit of currency is a penny. It's worth 1 cent. Our largest denomination currently right now in active circulation is the $100 bill. Once upon a time, we had a $10,000 bill and we had a $1,000 bill. Long time ago. But now our highest currency denomination is $100. In the UK, what are your lowest and highest? What's up, EXT? 20%. Yeah, 20%, that's impressive. If that's everything, to me that's impressive. Huh. Again, you know, I'm not saying that's the best approach. I think there's trade-offs for anything. That's a good question. So in the UK, Charlotte, we have penny, nice, it's the E2 coin, and paper currencies, E50. Okay, it's like $50 bill. So, like Christina was saying, Charlotte, what about locally? So that 20%, is that everything total that's pulled from your paychecks? Or do you have like local taxes in your province or your, I know you guys don't consider them states, but like in your province or whatever, do you have for schooling and stuff like that, money's pulled out? Or is that 20% like flat? Nothing at all. No other monies are pulled from that for the government. Local, parliamentary, federal, however you want to classify it. Interesting. Whoops. Saw my wrinkly skin chunk. Housing tax, but that's separate council area. So what does that mean? Housing tax. So housing tax, is that, so like in the United States, if you own a home, you pay taxes and insurance for your property. So are you saying that for your home, if you own a home or rent, that you're paying taxes on that, which understandably that's separate in the US too. There are taxes for homes. You're basically paying property tax, even if you own the land. I am, honey. I'm being very careful. I'm actually about to pull in. I'm about to pull in. I'm very close. Gotcha. So that's kind of like taxes on your home. Oh, I got you, honey, mommy. I'm at a stoplight right now. Thank you, sweetheart. Well, thank you for sharing that, Sean. I always get curious about that kind of stuff. You know, so many people speculate about other countries, and you know, when we compare the United States to other countries, there's all these, and I'm guilty of believing a lot of it too, that that it's crazy, and other countries are paying like an exorbitant amount in taxes, and it's so different, and blah 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 blah. But it's really not true. I just like to hear that stuff. I like to be educated as best I can. Oh no, you're good, Charlotte. She's just looking out for me. She knows how I am. She knows how I am. I'm a multitasker. Sometimes to a fault. I should take some Tylenol before I go in. Anyways, but there's always a lot of stuff in the world that we have a tendency to believe, and I like to be as educated on this stuff as I can. So when people do try to rebut or go through stuff with me, it's like, well, you should look into it a little bit more before you make these assumptions, because I made a lot of assumptions myself. Being in the United States, there's a lot of things I believed that weren't true about other countries. It's good to know. Well, on that note, gang, I do have to go. Well, I appreciate that, Charlotte. But I'm going to get out of here, guys. I appreciate everyone stopping by and kicking it with me for a little bit. It means the absolute world. We're going to wrap it up. We're going to call it a day. Thank you guys for being a part of this. Thank you so much for kicking it. Means the absolute world. Appreciate you, Shaw, EXT, everyone that swung by. I appreciate you very much. I'm going to stop. Honey, mommy, baby girl, I love you. I will hit you up as soon as I'm done. If you're not at work, I'll give you a call. Otherwise, UK USA podcast, that'd be funny. That'd be cool. I'd be very interested to see people's perspectives when it comes to stuff like that. All right, gang, that's it for me. I'm Monty 5000, the bucket of you guys stay epic. I'll stay Eric Honey Mommy. I'm going to hit you up as soon as I'm done with this. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Thanks for being here. Until next time. Bye forever.